football trophies are sacred. From spittoons to axes, symbols of animosity and history between two programs. And today, one of the more obscure trophies at stake for the hotly contested Illibut. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses on the podium after games. That guy's hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get it done.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Grab near the sticks. It's Parker. Is he close to that first down? Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short field. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Parker. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Hauls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's close. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turret.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophy.
There he goes.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
On the ground, it's Young.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Cross. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Got like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll give it to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Snags it quickly on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from this.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of the defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. If you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys, they're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time, they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. This rivalry more than a century old with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. And Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. And listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Maryland. never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Now about that one, Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to lead more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Trying to convert, Illinois comes to the line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is so demoralizing for a defense. You played so well on 1st and 2nd down, and then you have a breakdown on 3rd. This defense has got to be better the next time they're faced in that situation.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He breaks a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicks it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Caught over the middle. It's Bohannon. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab, it's Williams. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
And he had just enough to will that one home. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Cole.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, and getting the first down.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quickly complete. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting a 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Under fire. Trying to... Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense picks it up.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick strike complete. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Fires to the tight end. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
On the run, deep down the right side. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some.
Touchdown, Illinois! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnover.
Turning it on! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Rodgers. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
He slides that just inside the right upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Bohannon. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Gonna look downfield again. Right down the middle. Finds his man open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Parker. He's... step down at the 27. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And the Buckeyes enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the 1st down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
Going to the run, it's Young. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.